buyers see that base. So in order to get around this base, I need a what?
Drop, base, drop.
A drop, base, drop, or something. I need a ladder. I need a ladder. This ladder was too damn high. It's way up here. It never reached it. Nothing
So Donnie,
close below it. Go
so
ahead.
Donnie, so on a 5 minute, if you were trying to kind of position yourself for a quick move, is this when you would walk the chart down again to a
No,
lower time
where you
frame?
go? Where you walking your chart to?
That's the 5 minute.
So where you going?
I mean, just to kind of see
No,
if it's
I got all the information I need right here. I got a
okay.
buy line because price is above me. I got a buy line. I got a take profit line.
Gotcha. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Look at that. I got a buy line because the price was above me, and I got a take profit line. If this candle would have closed below here, then my sell would continue. I'm either
Right.
getting out here or up here. Look at that. Look what price does as soon as it comes to a drop, base drop, because people got out of the market. Does everybody see that in real time? That's why I love up here, and my moving average is up here. So that means that, hey, this could be weak. But I know I have a target for a take profit. And anytime I get two drop base drops or rally base rallies above me, I always like going with the higher of the two.
Plus the 20 is up there too.
Exactly. 20's up here. If the 20 was down here, this I would be okay with that. And look at that.
Does the 20 act as support sometimes, or
Yes,
just
yes,
as a
that's what
okay?
it's support.
Okay.
It's support. If price is below it, remember, it's the trend line. The
Right.
best place to take the sell is where? Off the
On the
trend
trend line.
line. It's a support line for the trend.
Gotcha.
And if you notice, right in between these two, we have our 5 minute fair value gap. Now, keep in mind, anytime you have a trend line and you have a small drop base drop and a drop base drop, remember, you always target the higher of the two. Does everybody see that?
Yes.
So when I'm taking a buy here at a base, I say, okay, this is TP1, this is TP2. Do y'all see that? Now, if I want to get into this buy at any given time, and let's say I didn't play here or I didn't get in here on the buy, I'm going to wait till price closes above my moving average and my supply zone. Now I will look to take a buy, and if I do get in the buy, it will be if price closes above the 20, I'm going to wait for the pullback into this zone, and I'm going to take this to my next zone. It's about a game of telling the market what you want it to do. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Tell the market what you want to do. Talk to it. 4 things. We have 4 things that we need to see. Let's go to the 15-minute. And I'm almost done, guys. I'm keeping it to about an hour, short hour, 15 minutes. And look at that. On the 15-minute, it's the same thing. Price created a beautiful base here. The base was lower there. And look at that, right? Look at that. Here was our original base. Down here, we had a rally base rally, which got superseded by a supply zone. Remember, demand zone. Just take a look. This was a demand zone that was broken. Price created a rally base rally, momentum, broke it. Still valid, right? Was still pretty valid. And then now, because we had a supply zone, I'm looking at the supply zone first. And look at that. Price came into the supply zone. Supply zone did its job. I'm going to identify my base. Again, always start from current price and work your way back. I got a base there. I got a base here. And I see your question. Somebody said, What's the purpose of identifying the bases on different time frames? Because if you want to get into the market, these are going to be your areas of entries. If you want to get out the market, these are going to be your point of interest as take profits. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
You see, we had a base below us. Boom, price turned around and held. Right now, a new base was created here. And look what happened for these candles.
So
When the
Don,
new
is it
base,
the
go ahead.
base have to has does the base have to be a minimum of two candles together?
Yep, two candles of an open and close at the same level. Does it make sense to everybody? Open and
Right.
close at the same price point. And
And if
open
it's
and
three,
close
it's
at the
even
same.
stronger.
What?
I said if it's three, is it even stronger?
It's even stronger.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Does that answer everybody's questions? But do you see how that's able to be done on every time frame? I got my base, and let's say price breaks this base. Then I'm just going to find the next one lower. I'm going to keep moving down each zone price moves into. I don't care what's going on down here. Why don't I care what's going on down here? Because price hasn't gotten down there yet. Price is in between my zone of my bases. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
only care about the zones, maybe one immediate below or up, and one immediate blower up right next to me. So right now, this is a great buying opportunity. It's even better if price can close above this moving average, right? And look at that on that 5 minute, right? Look where we're struggling at
On the five.
on the 5. So we know not where to push the button. I'm not pushing the buy a buy button there because here's what happens. A lot of you guys on here right now FOMO this buy because price turned around here on the 1 hour and you jumped in the trade.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, if you're on a higher time frame, look lower so you know where not to push the button at. So if you do want to get in this buy, look at on the 5 minute, where are we getting the buy at? Come on, guys, where are we getting this buy at?
At the base.
No, where are we getting this buy at?
On top of the drop base
Above
drop.
the drop base drop.
Hey, like I said, right here. Or right, look at look what the market created below us.
Yeah, at the base, that's what I meant. At the base of the drop base drop.
There we go. Drop base drop. Became a flip zone. So if I was looking to enter this buy, thinking that my price is going to push up, I'm now going to get in down here. And look at that. It's $2. Even if I got it at the back of it, right? Even if I got it at the back wall of it, that's still $2. Y'all trust me now? Do y'all trust me? Look at that. That's what I'm looking for. It says, hey, the market looks like now it's going to start buying. Market looks like it's going to start buying, but I want to know where do I get in at? Well, I went to the 5 minute for my entries, and next class we're gonna talk about what each time frame means. So today I just wanted to touch base on the fourth areas we're looking for, right? Next Sunday we're gonna talk about time frames, okay? And in doing so, the time frames are easy, but we're gonna go over the fair value gap with the time frames. Okay, so right now, as you guys are taking trades, do that. Look at what you do if you use a higher time frame, right? And we're going to talk about that. What time frame goes best with what time frame? If I'm trading on the 1 hour, should I be on the 5 minute or the 15 minute? We're going to go over that. All right, should I be on the 5 minute or 15 minute? Well, price doesn't get to my point. Price doesn't get to my point. Where do I get in at? Again, if price closes above in this zone, that's telling you where to get in at. You can't see this on here. Can you? No. But you can see it here and here. Here just a little bit better. All right. And how do you get around a wall? Right?
Yes.
Rally base rally. We have a drop base drop here. Price is trying to form that rally base rally. Now, if price drops all the way down here and pushes back up, is that still a rally base rally?
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yes. Price can wick back here. Why can price wick back here? Because the open was still at the base of the previous candle. price still opened here? Remember, a rally-based rally is created by a base. Where did price open and close at? So yes. Remember, it's about the close on this rally-based rally. Okay? This price can still drop down here and then push all the way back up here. Because remember, the body of the candle doesn't start forming till when? When does the body of the candle start forming?
When the other one closes.
Nope. When does the body of this candle start forming? Anybody? When price gets back above the open.
I was just talking and I was on mute. Okay.
When price gets back above the open. Here was the open, right? Here's where price opened at. If price goes below the open, it's nothing but a wick. So price can wick all the way back down here, but price doesn't start forming a body of a candle until it gets back above the open. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we got price creating a rally base rally, or attempting to. You see this and you guys automatically assume it's created the rally base rally. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wait. Okay. Wait, because I haven't talked about entries yet. All right. I haven't talked about entries yet. Okay. But right now, I want to see you guys put this to work for today. Take a look at this. Okay. Overall, I am bullish on gold. Just to guys give you an example. Any questions on that so far, though? Any questions? Any questions on that so far? Anybody? I got 30 people here. Just want to see anybody got any questions right now. Overall, I am very bullish on gold. So I'm gonna do a video, start doing synopsis videos. Looking for gold to come back down a little bit lower, was attempting to, and then possibly take off. Ultimately, if you fib the previous candle, all right, if you fib the previous candle, my 38.2 is about 25.38. I like that, but looking at the weekly, just to give you guys a synopsis, looking at the weekly, we could see 2,600. Look at that. We could see 2,600.
2,600.
Before the end of the year. Okay, before the end of the year. And look at that, even the weekly, look at that. We got a rally base rally here, right? We've got bases. So no matter what time frame we're on, boom, and look how those best trades came close to the 20 moving average. So no matter what time frame you were on, those best trades came at that 20 moving average. Look at that. Price closed and broke above 20 moving average. 20 moving average. All right. And we'll get into that. All right, guys. Any last questions? Any last save rounds? Any questions?
At the moment, no, but that's a lot. Thank you.
All right, no problem, guys. I will have this posted. I want to see you guys' markup. I want to see you guys try what I just went over. Walk your charts. Look for those 4 identifying factors in the candlesticks in the current markup. Right? Just look for them. Go to a different chart if you have gold already marked up, which you should. Today's the 18th. If you have gold markup, just go to another gold chart. Just use one gold chart as your E3 markup, and this gold chart as your trading chart. Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining the class, guys, today. I'll have these videos posted once it's done. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on Coffee and Charts. If you have any questions, please post in the respective chat groups. Thank you so much, Julius and Brandon. Guys, again, if you're on the Delta team, please make sure you post your questions in the chat groups, and I'll be getting back to you. All right.
We appreciate you, Donnie.
Haro, haro,
Hello.
haro. Hey, pole Mr. Nelson. I had to run kabla wajafunga shops. Usiniru- Usijali. Nilisahau hata ni saa ngapi. Oh, Ann, sasa
Poa.
Leo umeamua kukuwa nani? Rick Ross.
Leo nimekuwa Rastafari. Tulikuwa tunafanya painting.
Oh,
What?
enyewe uko kama nani? Uko kama nani ile advertisement ya Maragi.
Oh,
Anavaa kofia anaiweka hapa juu hivi.
Umekuwa
tulikuwa
rasta
tunapaka
what?
marangi huku. Unajua hakuna wafanyikazi, watenda kazi ni wachache.
Mm.
Hiyo kazi ya rangi hiyo unanikumbusha mbali sana.
Sasa leo ni kuweka tu hapo Google. Unauliza now what next? Unapiga picha unauliza now I've done this. What next? Google imeteseka leo mpaka imeona moto.
But you
Mm.
guys mmanage, ndio but niona paint za huko zimeenda shule.
Apendi za huko hakuna ku add, hakuna kukutisha
Mm.
tisha tuvaa mask, sijui faa nini, unaenda tu mwosho mmoja iko sawa.
Yeah, niliona paint za huko like ina make kazi easier sana. Even your brushes are just from another level. Hiyo hata beginner anafanya tu.
Yaani sisi tumekuwa tu tunafanya tu
Sasa sinaona. Ingekuwa hapa Kenya mungeoga.
tungeoga kuoga.
Mungeoga na hiyo rangi mbaya mbofu. Anyway, how have you been guys like the whole week? Ni wiki?
Mm.
Mm.
Hii
Wow, Mr.
wiki hata hii wiki hata hatuja trade some of us.
Even me like this week, I don't know, nimekuwa back and forth trying to run many different things.
Yeah.
So like literally sijakuwa so much live in the market. I think I did something on Monday alafu ikani turn off.
Mm.
From there on sijarudi kwa market mpaka leo. It's because I've been busy so much.
Mimi
Mhm.
hata sijasema hata nijaribu, nimekuwa tabia mbaya.
Aha. But
Mm.
anyway, mi nimekuwa nikichungulia tu market. I've been going to seminars na watu fulani, naona some traders what they're doing, just looking at them. So, but me mwenyewe actively, no, I've not been pushing the bottom actively. I'll be lying kusema this week I've been pushing the market. So what do we do today? Backtest or we go into class? Naona ni sisi tu.
Both. Tunaweza kuguzia kidogo alafu tu apply kwa backtesting.
Tuguzie kidogo alafu tu apply kwa backtesting. Aha.
Hiyo ni nani
Mr.
unaambia
Chen?
aguze kidogo?
Mimi.
Nasema huyu ni
Mimi ndo nasema lakini naambia Devi.
huyo ataguza. Sawa mzee, guza.
Fanya hivi wewe tuguzie leo. Because I think tuguzie tufanye nini tufanye
Mm.
what do we do what do we do what do we do what do we do what do we
Si
do what do we want to
tulikuwa tumefanya ile pattern moja ile ya mgorofi fib.
Mugorofi fib.
Yeah, M pattern. So I think M and W pattern is just the same.
Yes
Then
tukasema si tufanyie head and shoulder.
ukasema tutaenda kwa what?
Ilikuwa kwa head and shoulder. I think that is the next one.
Head and shoulder?
Yeah.
Yes, tuendelee.
Sasa si tupigie head and shoulder. I know wewe you are good at that.
Hadi niko na kalamu. I'm good at head and shoulder.
Yeah, there was a time you were just showing me that.
Eh?
Let's let's see
Wacha
if you
nikuje.
remember it. Okay?
Hmm?
Let's see if you still remember it.
I don't know the what do you say that? Hizo my terminologies and the what me what I know is how to find it and how to trade it.
Sisi hatutaki terminology, sisi tunataka kuitrade.
Ah.
Hmm?
Mm.
Okay. Hmm.
Niliingia another gold trade. Sasa nashangaa hii trade iko na ujinga, hata isongi iko tu hapo hapo.
Sell ama?
ninangoja buy fulani hapo chini. Sasa nilikuwa nangoja ikuje at least ibai kidogo ndo nijue inaenda wapi. Naona it's consolidating a lot, hata inaniogopesha. Where's my thing? So this sale, I was not there. I did place a sale here, but it never came back. Yeah. So hizo ndio inatuweka hii town. So this thing, unajua it normally does like this, and then you get that adrenaline rush, alafu una nini, una rush into it. Ukisha rush into it, alafu inakuja huku chini. So you can see head and shoulder here right now. Let me show
a
you.
perfect one. That sell was a perfect head and shoulder.
Yeah, this one, but we never got a perfect retest of this one. So I will change this one to something else. Yeah. Nice. Go black. Step. We do gold.
Yeah, we can do gold. See, first you explain to us about the head and shoulder, how to identify it, how to do the blah blah blah, before you go to the chart.
Ndio.
If that is possible.
Nileteko hapo nikule pesa
Hapo
yangu.
sasa ndo
Leta
tunakuanga
hapo.
na noma, but I'll
Give
try.
me an apple.
Just a basic overview of it.
Okay. Fine.
And bado ako busy.
No. Niko sawa.
Nasikia ni kama anasikia hasara mahali anataka kula pesa yake.
Hawa watu wananiterrorize. These two boys wananiterrorize.
Okay.
So a head and shoulder pattern most of the time when it normally been found at the highs and the lows most of the time, and also when it appears on an uptrend, it normally signifies you that we are changing the trend, and it appears on the downtrend the same. So most of the time it appears on the highs and the lows. So on the high you will find the perfect head and shoulder on an uptrend, and on a downtrend you will find an inverse one. It's just the reverse of the same head and shoulder pattern. So a head and shoulder pattern, I normally like identifying. First of all, you have to learn more about the highs and the lows. For example, yes, once you learn about the highs and lows, then it is according to how I have been doing my research. All these chart patterns are made of N waves. It is a combination of N waves, because when you look at them, they all have those N waves, the way they go up and down, and then it forms that structure. So most of the time we'll find something like this. From here, then it comes down to here. Then now it goes up, it breaks this structure, then it comes down. And again, it now shows you like it is going up, then it forms an equal high around this place, and then it goes it makes something like this. This is what we call a head and shoulder pattern. Okay, let me now change this color. This. I hope you can see that.
Yeah.
You can see it. What is happening? Oh. My thing is not moving. Oh. So this pattern, it is made of first the head. Yeah, this is it contains of the head, which is this one here. This is the head.
Mhm.
This is the head. Yeah. Is that the correct spelling? Yeah. I hope my
Kidogo.
chart is yes. We have the
Yeah, it's
head,
it. Mm.
We can
and then
see
we
it.
have the yes.
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it.
Then
Mm.
it normally starts by forming this is left. Yeah, it normally starts by forming the shoulder. The shoulder here. This is the right shoulder. No, left. This is left. Left shoulder. Then we have the right shoulder. Then now we have the neckline. The neckline around this place here. This is the neckline. So let me now name that. This is the left shoulder. In other words, the head and shoulder, I normally look at it as like you starting from here. Look at the neck, the head, the shoulder, then going down. So
Mm.
when somebody catches your legs and then inverts you like this, it means you're going up. So that's how it works. It's just I think I think the person who tried to who tried to find that pattern, he was like
Mhm.
yeah. I think he tried to do that analogy from a human being, like the way when you stand upright, it means that the legs have to go down. When you
Yeah.
invert yourself, meaning that the legs have to go up, and that's how it normally happens. Now,
Mm.
uh, this is the right shoulder. Hmm? Oh, I didn't write it so well. Shoulder like that. Mhm. And then this we said is what? The neckline. This
Yeah.
is the neckline. Neckline of it. So this is it is a reversal type of this is a reversal pattern. It's normally found in an uptrend. One, you will find it in an uptrend. This is normally found in an uptrend. And a good head and shoulder, it's normally being formed around resistance areas. Okay.
Mm. Mhm.
Yes, good resistance area because it forms it normally tells you that a price is trying to break that area, but it's being pushed down multiple times, forming that pattern. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it normally forms by starting it starts by making the first shoulder, which is the left shoulder, then it pulls down, forms it creates a pullback, and again it now forms a higher high, a pullback which forms an equal low below. Then this one forms another higher low, meaning that now the sellers are now gaining more control over the buyers. And now
Mm.
it creates another pullback, which now breaks the neckline below. And there is where now we wait for, when you want to trade this pattern, now you wait for this break, and then you enter at the neckline, but your stop loss must be above the shoulders. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, to avoid being liquidated. But the way I normally do it, I normally like looking at the how the structure looks like, and I normally like looking at what supports me, or if I can flip this area, what is aligning with my entry, like what is supporting my entry. You might find
Mm.
either you have a supply zone around this area. It depends on how much the consolidation happened at that area, because those patterns are not always perfect in the market. You might find a lot of consolidation, either maybe when you move to another time frame, we'll see it very, very, very well. I like finding them on the 1 hour. Yes. So I will move to the chart and see how we can identify such a pattern. So let's see, where is that chart, man? So it is very clear. So as you can see here, price is going up. And you see this pattern formed here is a head and shoulder. When you look left from the previous data, you will find there is something here. We either have this liquidity zone around this area. I'll just do that. Allow me to want to extend this to the right. And then also we have another something like a supply zone here. This shows us that this is a strong area. So when you look at this price here, this head and shoulder happened because there was a certain zone above it, which is a supply zone, meaning that there was a lot of sellers around these areas, and you can see this price reacted to this area now. It tried to come back again up, but it failed, forming an equal low, an equal high, which is the shoulders around this area. I hope you can see my chart. Hope it's not that small. Yeah. So we have equal highs around this area. Price failed to break, to continue with this trend. Let me do this. Yeah. It started from here. Let's say here, it created a higher high, higher low, another higher high. We had a pullback. It failed to create, oh no. It failed to create another higher high, but instead it created an equal high around here. And then we had that break of structure forming this low down here. So what we expect is that we expect at least this price to come around these areas here, which is the neckline, around this area here, which is the neckline of this pattern. And then before we continue pushing up, pushing down this pattern. But for me now yeah. So most of the time, when I identify that, I normally come down to this neckline here, then I put a line here. And then if I measure from the head, price normally drops the same distance from where the head started here to the neckline. When you measure like this, yeah, you will see, what am I doing? Yeah, and you measure like that. Okay, sorry about that.
You're taking the wrong tool.
So let me use this arrow tool. Let me start from here, there to here. Yeah, around this area. This is the neckline. Price normally covers the same. A good head and shoulder, price will cover the same distance from the head to the shoulder. Price will cover the same distance. And as you can see, it almost, we just went down a little bit, just with a few pips. Oh, my things are dark. So we almost, this was a good head and shoulder. As you can see, the only thing that we did not have here is just the retest to these areas up here. But you can see the market left something here, which I know most trader will not think about it. So the market left something like, what do we call this?
Fair value gap.
Yes. So the market left something here, of which we know most of the time it will try to come back and cover these gaps here before we either, there are two possible scenarios that can happen here. Because we have already covered this distance, what the market can do, it can either come back to this area, fill this gap, and then continue dropping a little bit before it forms another higher high, or the market can just come to these areas and just go up, do this and then continue going up, or just come to this area and continue selling. So we have two scenarios that which can happen there. So these are the things that I normally look, and when I fib from the high, from the shoulder to the right, from the right shoulder to the bottom of, and I think I will change this. It's very black. It's too white. Yeah, so I hope my chart is visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we fib this area from this, you know how to use the fib, Ann?
Yeah. Hey. Yes.
Yeah. So when you fib from up
Nasikia
here to down,
amefanya hey.
Eh.
yani hiyo inamaanisha nini?
Hey, wewe.
Nimeisha sasa, nimegraduate.
Sawa. So when
You're
you
still
fib,
asking.
mm, when you
Ilinisumbua though. It was hard for
mm,
me.
so when you fib this point here from up here to down here, from this high, the high of the right shoulder to the low that was created down here. So you will see that there are these areas. We have the 786 and the 618, which is aligning with the fair value gap. But I like this area because we have a lot of support. There's a lot of support. So the market will have some problems breaking this area. We might have some sales around these areas. If the market wants to buy, it might give us some little sales before it breaks up, or it might just come to these areas and then continue selling. So this is how I look at this pattern, the head and shoulder. And again, let's try to see if we can, let's try to see if we can at least find another one, the inverse one. So the inverse one is just like the other one. So most of the time, these patterns are not perfect. So you have to do a lot of practice so that you can see them. So this now, the inverse one happens on a downtrend most of the time, all the time, not most. So the price was trending down. You can see it created a high and then a lower low, a lower high. Then we had that left shoulder, price created a higher low, then it created a low, then it pulled back, forming something like an equal high up here. Then it dropped down, and again, it now broke this neckline over here, forming something like a change of structure. You see that? So this here, even though it is not perfect, this here was
I
the
think in the 4
shoulder.
hours, nice one.
The 4 hour, let's
Yeah,
see
in the
there.
4, I think it was a nice one.
Oh, where did
If I'm
it
not
go?
wrong.
It is not that visible.
Oh, it is not. It is not. It was yeah, I see that.
Mm.
It was
Yeah,
not
on the
that
one,
perfect.
I like identifying them on the 1 hour, because on the 4 hour you can wait for a very long time. Yeah, before it happens. So again, this was the head down here. This was the head. This was the two shoulders, and then this was the neckline. So what I normally do, I normally put my line up here on the neckline. I hope you guys are seeing this line.
Yeah.
Yes, I normally do that, and then I'll take my tool. Let me use this one. From here to here, I will measure that, and then I will check if I take a trade, where will be my take profit. So I normally go the distance of this of this head, from the head to the neckline.
Mm.
So up to this point, we did not get that nice nice uptrend to the area that we expected. But then again, price just gave us it broke the neckline, went up, and then came retested our areas, which was so good. As I told you, I normally like, let me just remove this. After the break, I normally like fibbing from the shoulder of that, from the right shoulder, from the low of that right shoulder to the high before it made the first pullback like that. And again, I will identify areas where price might at least be interested, places where price might be attracted to. So most of the time they are the fair value gap. In our case, I don't like this one did not have a wick, so I really don't like fair values like these ones. Or David, you like fair values like these ones?
Now in that case, I can see it was the perfect area of interest. I think that was around the 786 in the middle
Yes,
point of
yes,
the
yes.
so it's a good area.
Yeah, it is a very, very nice area. I just want you to see something. So as you can see, this is the support for my trade. As you can see, price came in. If you just take this trade from this area, from here, stop loss below around these areas, I put it below the one. Then up to where just price went, you can see it gave us a ratio of 1:2, almost 1:2.2. It was a nice trade. This was a good trade. So if you had everything right over here, this was a very perfect trade up to this point. So this is how I normally trade this pattern. This is according to my analysis, the way I have seen it, the way I've practiced it in the market. Unless David, you have something you want to add on that.
Oh yeah, for me the normally for me, and that's why so much I don't rely so much on the head and shoulder because
Mm-hmm.
there are too much things. But for me, there's just one thing that I normally rely on.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, a head and shoulder is normally what we call a reversal part. Sorry, a reversal pattern. It's just like what we were discussing about the M's and W's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it is, and mostly we tend to call them bearish reversal patterns. They're normally reversal patterns, like when the market wants to have that deeper pullbacks. So the head is where you get the manipulation, okay? Because
Mm-hmm.
you can actually see the momentum was like price was literally pushing up. I don't know if we can backtest with you guys. Let's just do this.
So,
Let me
Mr.
share.
Rain, did you do the buy limit or you had to wait for it to come back?
For me, once I do this, I have never pushed. I can count since I started trading. I think I have just pushed the button almost. I don't think if they have reached 50, but most of my orders are pending because most of the time I'm not in the market. When I just find something clean like this, I like taking my trades at around the 786 because of that liquidity sweep. So I normally
Okay.
put buy stops. Yeah. Buy limits, not stops. Buy limits. Yeah. I normally use buy limits most of the time. Not most, all of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because yes, especially though the buy limits are good for someone like you, because it helps you to avoid that frustration where you had the best markups in the world, and then you came, price retested your area, zero drawdown, it hit your take profit, you are not there.
Yeah, that's why the whole week I haven't even managed to do any trade because I target and I come, it has already passed there. So
Yeah.
frustrating.
I
Yeah.
understand. So you can try to start practicing on how to use those buy limits and sell limits. They are good.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sharing my chart. Want us to
Okay.
backtest 1, 2. I don't know, can you see my screen?
Mm,
Hata mimi
Yeah,
mwenyewe hata mimi mwenyewe nimepoteza screen yangu.
ni
Oh,
kadogo. Kwani what's happening?
na iko na vitu mingi aje?
na kwa nini tunakuona pia kwa screen?
Mnaniona pia mimi
Tunaku
kwa screen?
Eh,
tunakuona.
wewe uko
Imekuwa
mara
side
mbili,
by
uko
side.
juu na uko chini. Mmeshare screen.
Ala,
Yes.
uh, let me do this. How about like that?
Like what?
Same sheet, different time.
Oh no. What's happening to Zoom? This is not me. This is now Zoom. Okay.
So
Ukifanya
I
hivi,
think
eh?
I think itabidi uende pale kwa hapo juu utoe hiyo side by side.
Actually niko hapo natoa hizo vitu
Mm.
and I'm like I'm only seeing different things. Okay, let me hide self view. There?
Same
Bado.
sheet, different time.
Ooh,
Eh,
I'm what's happening today? Uh, okay, let me stop
Unshare.
sharing then. Let me stop sharing then I start again. Maybe that could work. Oh, okay. I know what could be happening. Aha. How about something like that? Content only. I think I know where it is.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay, believe now it's good.
Perfect.
It's
Why is your
perfect.
chart? Why is your
Huh?
chart? What is the purple color on your chart, man?
Wacha nirudi kwa hiyo chat yangu nione nini inaendelea. Hata mimi sijui nini ilikuwa inaendelea hapo.
Mm.
If you ask
The,
me
pu-
what was happening kwa hapo,
the
I think
purple
I was,
color is too much.
oh yeah, it's because I was in a bigger time frame. So you guys are seeing a bigger box. That's why.
Mm. You said manipulation areas.
Yep.
You know, I made a certain mistake at that area. I cannot forgive myself.
Oh no, my strong sell is happening. It is playing out, and I did not take that trade. I
So what I
remember.
did, what I did, I
Mm-hmm.
had a nice box around that area.
Mm-hmm.
I had said I want to buy up to that liquidity area where it's swept, and then I will get out. Now I forgot to get out. In the morning, the trade was around $90. So I forgot to get out of that trade.
Mm-hmm.
And I was done, like I was now stopped out. I felt like, yo, no.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, this trade I cannot be surprised because still I was still bearish. It's only that
Mhm.
now I was looking at why is this thing buying, and I realized we still had these areas that we never retraced. That is in the 4 hour, and we
Yeah.
came to the 4 hours areas now is when price is now selling. But I also noticed we have another area or another area of interest that is above here for the daily. So if we do the daily fib just like this,
Mhm.
that's why I was pointing out there's these areas. You see, these areas that prices never came back. So probably that is the higher areas. But literally right now, I'm rooting for whatever it's happening here. So if the next candle we break below now here, we are going all the way down.
If it breaks where?
If it breaks below, if it breaks below it, if it comes back to break this, because you can actually see I have a 4 hour box inside here. Can you actually see this one?
Yes, I also have that box.
Yeah, so that is what I was looking for, and that's why hata sijakuwa na mambo mingi na trading like this week. Let me hide this box.
you can use another chart if this one is for.
Yeah, actually, let me just use another chart, a different chart. Here we go now.
Right? You are everywhere.
Yeah, this was for the quick scalping trades. So tutoe to delete hizi figures zangu. Nasemanga tu nita download trading view na sijawahi download. You see now what's happening to this browser trading view.
Yeah, the browser nowadays it has been having a lot of trouble.
It's lagging, I think. I don't know, is it a lot of people are now using it ama ni nini?
I think ni watu wengi alafu inalemewa.
So it's lagging a lot. Okay, so we were talking of the head and shoulder. Yep.
Yes.
So let's look at the 1 hour kama venye tumefunzwa na guru. So let me just give you a little bit of an overview of how I look at it. For the head and shoulder, the first thing I kind of normally start with this.
Okay.
I focus on the wicks. Okay. So because the trend is literally going up, like the way it's doing, okay, can actually see what the trend is doing. Okay. So the way I'll basically want to find out that we are now going to form that shoulder, I'm going to wait for the break. And literally the break is now here. It's now coming in here. Can actually see, oh, hii inafanya nini sasa? I'm picking a different tool and it's not picking. So the trend comes on here. So you see, up until we break the trend.
Yeah.
Okay. So once we break the trend, if I look left, then I realize, okay, we had another shoulder on top of it. Okay. So I know this automatically now confirms to be what? My head. Okay. So what I normally wait for is the pullback to the trend line. Most of the time it will pull back to the trend line to where it did break. And most of the time you'll find that where this thing is normally at normally where this trend line is, if you draw a straight line, most of the time you'll find it's either at the tail or at the top of the other shoulder. You see that? Most of the time. So once I figure out this, because I came to realize with this strategy, you will miss a lot of trades when you're waiting for the pullback, because the right way to trade this is normally at the break here now of the neck. Okay. Now, as the neck is supposed to be here. So some people look at the neck in the wicks. For me, normally I just love the bodies. I find a good support area, and for me, it's normally, if this was the top, I'll look at here. The same case to here. The same case to here. This is how I do it. But because I've done it using the wicks, that's why you can see now me doing at the wicks. Okay. You see, I did draw my trend line at the wicks. You see it. That's why I'm focusing on the wicks. I want you to really be keen on that. I want you to be keen on that, because that's why a lot of people, if you're focusing on the bodies, then just even your trend line, draw it on the body. If you're focusing on the wicks, even the wicks, do it on your even your trend line do it on the wicks, like that is just it. So if you're now going to use the neck like this, okay. So after the retest, the way I always want to trade this, after that retest here, this retest, now for the pullback to come, this is where you now enter a sell stop. Most of the time, because I've realized most of the time with this, it never comes back. If it comes back, it's either too late. Because the way you want to trade this, you always want to trade this from this area. It is this move from where we shikilia. Good. Because this move, you're always expecting this kind of a move. This kind of a move, it's the same move that you want to trade now. Nashika nini tena? It's the same move that you always want to trade most of the time. Now we can see it's coming all the way where? Here. Okay? So this is the trade. Then you just input your short tool. Best place to put your stop loss are normally you can place your stop loss just slightly above what? The first right shoulder. Okay. Slightly above the first right shoulder. Some people like do it like this, but I say from the first right shoulder. That is the nicest place to place your nini. Normally, this one will definitely give you around 1:2 most of the time. Now, this one was 1:1.5. You can actually see this was 1:1.5. So this is the area. So this is the setup normally. Okay. Now, some people wait for this retest here. For the retest, you wait for after it breaks, they wait for the break. You wait for the break, then you wait for the retest. But most of the time, I've been backtesting these, and when I was actively trading these, I realized most of the time, it never pulls back. Okay.
So can you, if you don't mind, repeat, I don't know if you can see here. You said, when do you decide to draw and when do you decide to... Kuna venye nimepotea kidogo hapa.
Are you annotating? I'm not seeing if you're annotating. I'm not seeing it.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was. So I've seen you measuring from here to here, but I really didn't understand how you found when to enter, like, or you just entered
Oh,
blindly. Did you wait for this shoulder to form before drawing the distance, or what happened?
okay. I understand what you're talking about. So this is it. Let me do this for you so that we can go in with you. You see it. So when the market is going up like this, okay, I'm going to remove all of this. So we don't have this. Okay, let me also remove this, and also we don't have that. Okay, but I have my trend line. True.
Yeah.
So you can see each time the market is coming to the trend line, it respects the trend line. I've been following this trade from here. You can see it goes up, comes back to the trend area. You see, you actually see what's happening. Yeah. So in this case, we haven't gotten yet our head and shoulder. We still don't know if this is our high. Okay, because the market keeps on creating higher highs. Okay.
Yeah.
So in this case, we have a previous high, this one, true?
Mm-hmm.
which was just broken by now we have already formed another high here. True?
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now, and actually this is how I also came up with the box strategy. Most of the time you'll see me with the box strategy. Normally I had something like this. Like in this case, I will have had something like this. True? I,
Mm.
I will have boxed this one. This.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
And this was not. So you agree, Anne? You
Yes,
see?
now there I agree. Mm-hmm.
So if I extend it to the right side, where do I want to take this trade? Now I realize what? This was what? What was this? What was
Head.
this? Now this becomes my head, yeah? But it will
Mm.
only be valid if the market doesn't push back. Because most of the time we are waiting, if we get such a break, we are waiting for what?
For the
Uh,
pullback.
yeah, like this was like this was the retest. So most of the time we are waiting for this thing to push up massively. Like whatever is, it has just been happening. But now whatever is keeping me right now is what? My trend line, and I know this is what? What is this?
Mm.
This is like something like a demand area. So
Yeah.
what I want you to notice is this is why now I have lines for the next, and for the next, let me change my box line equal black equal white. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I want you to see one thing. You can actually see my neckline for the first is here. Oh, make a line gun here.
Yeah.
This is the top of my other neckline, which was the previous higher high.
Neck. Hi, hi.
It was the previous higher high. Do you agree? Before we formed this.
Yes, I agree.
So we've now broken it. Automatically it becomes what? A resistant. True?
Mm. Mm.
Okay. So what is it now below us? So you can realize this was the higher high. So we have the lowest low, which is here. True?
Mm. Mm.
And this is why we keep on maintaining the concept of higher highs and lower lows becomes what? The fundamental in trading. Okay?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So right now, we are still patient. Now, what gives me my confirmations is what? If I continue, if more time keeps on going now, what did we do? We got a break.
Mm-hmm.
True?
Mm.
So we got a break of our trend line.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah. Trend
So
line, yeah.
so after the break of the trend line, you normally wait for the pullback, like whatever is happening. And because we were still expecting this thing to go up, so you can actually see what happened. So if this thing pulled and failed to
Mm.
break, it now
Mm.
forms what? It now gives us
Shoulder.
a perfect shoulder, indicating what? It's now starting to,
Reverse.
so it's now starting to point you that, okay, this now looks like we
Mm-hmm.
now got what?
A shoulder.
A shoulder.
A shoulder. Oh, yeah.
So right now, you're only going now to do what? Now this is when I decide to put my what?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So this is the time I now decide to put what do I what we normally call what? Remember the trade is still above me. So
Mm-hmm.
if I place my order here, what am I placing?
A short. A short.
Okay, it is yes, it is a short, but what kind of an order is this? The
Limit.
market
Sell limit.
sell limit. You are still wrong. This is this is
I
now we
didn't
call,
understand the question. What's the question? Okay.
what type of an order is this? It is a sell, so it is a sell what?
It's a sell, yeah.
A sell what?
What again?
It
Eh?
is a sales
So
stop.
this is a sell stop.
Oh,
Okay.
demon.
You forgot.
I didn't expect it to be that way. Okay.
Okay, this is a sell stop because I'm expecting the market to break here and continue going and
Down.
continue to push down. Okay,
Mm.
so normally a lot of people with this head and shoulder, they will normally wait for the break, what we normally call the break. Sorry, what we normally call the break, because the market is here. So you'll wait for the break, then retest is when you put a sell stop. So sorry, a sell limit
Okay,
order. This
depends.
is, oh, Anne is not here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if the market is here and then I put such an order, which kind of an order is this? If the market is here and then I put this order.
Or you could just use a pencil. Didn't say a pencil. Pen. Okay.
Mhm. Which kind of an order is this?
Mm. Mimi sasa ndo naulizwa.
Yeah, it's only
Yes.
you.
Hey! Jesus.
Huh?
Eh?
So
Sasa basi tutumie hiyo limiti yangu.
you're not sure.
Sawa.
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
was
So you see, there are two types of an order that you can put. You can either decide to put your order first, like my first order was what? A sell stop. This is nimeplace kama hata market haijafika hapo. Now wewe umengoja market break, then you're waiting for the retest for you to enter. So if you're waiting for the retest, normally you'll place what? A sell limit order. Okay? Because you're still
sell
looking.
limit. Alafu ingine ilikuwa sell stop. Thank you for
Yes,
that.
yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Hiyo sasa nimeelewa.
Hiyo umeelewa. And I'm going to be sending the PDF. Remind me. I think hata ndo nimeona saizi hapa. The last recording I did send you on WhatsApp. Kumbe iliload ikaniambia failed, na mimi I actually never checked. Nashindwa kwa nini Anna haja reply. Kumbe the message
Sorry.
never, kumbe the message never went. So I don't know. Do you have Telegram?
Sina, lakini inaweza kuwa tu na
Yeah,
inahitajika.
yeah.
Sales
So you can find Telegram is where I might be able to. I wanted to send it to you so that you can look at it before I post it. Okay. Lakini sasa kwa Telegram imekuwa, I think iko YouTube, so I'll send you the link because nime limit to only the person who have the link ndio mwenye anaweza ona. Okay. Also it's good you have Telegram because there's some things we'll be integrating there sooner. Yeah, so you can actually place a sell limit here. So for me, I don't like, normally with this such setup, nimeona most of the time ikimiss. Like most of the time, if it breaks here, it breaks with a very high momentum. But the best trade are normally to wait for the sell what? For the sell
limit.
for the sell limit, like break and retest. Those are normally the safest. But ukianza sasa kukua gwiji wa hii kitu na umeona this pattern more and more and more and more, you don't need to wait for it. Okay? Yeah, for
So hii sell limit nita place hapa, ngoja ni annotate. Nitaiplace ikiwa iko hapa ama nita place ikiwa iko hapa? When do I
sell
do
limit
that?
a place, you wait for the break, then you wait for it to come to pick you at the neck.
So
Remember
lazima ningoje ipita hapo ndo ni place.
Yeah, see, because like you see, normally I call these wanga tunasemanga these kind of trades ni near mostly beginners. Okay. Okay. But also like best traders wait for break and retest. Okay. But when you've done this thing most of the time, you don't need to wait for the break and retest. You can trade inaweza ingia ikupate direct kama huko. The big boys, watu wenye wako na pesa mzuri, watu wenye wako na account ya iko na pesa mzuri, they don't panic. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so normally the reason you wait for the break and retest is because you don't know, because this area is what? What is this area right now? Wakati trade iko hapa, what is this area? This is another support area. True? So what could happen? The market inaweza guza hapa na instead ya kubreak irudi juu.
So utakuwa umeponea, si ndio?
Yeah. So utakuwa umeponea because you are thinking sells but imefika hapa ikarudi. So mimi mwenye nilikuwa nisha activate trade yangu hapa, hiyo ni drawdown. Okay? So that's why you wait for the break. Now, for me, for like the way I just made my safety ndio ikuwe ni fake out, I don't enter exactly there, ninaweza weka my sell stop a little bit chini hivyo kidogo. Si kama unapata. So that isifike hapo ina manipulate alafu irudi juu. Like I just enter slightly a little bit, because I've seen this pattern happening most of the time. So, and actually ungeangalia where my confirmation literally was. My confirmation was where?
Hapo
Wakati
yeah.
that retest at the trend line. That normally signifies that, okay, that is my retest, so this thing is just going to go down. So that's why I can confidently put my order there and let it now run. So then we just let it play, and that thing does what it wants to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, sometimes you can decide to enter here. Okay. You can actually decide to enter here after this candle. Okay. Yeah, maybe you just I've actually seen some people, what they do is they just come, then they fib this candle, just this one candle. Hiyo ni ukishafika advance a little bit, you're going to learn about that. So what they normally do is they come, then they put just a smaller fib to this candle. Then what they do, huwa wanatumia the other correct fib, that is this one. So they're now going to enter their trade at the 236 upper. They wait for the pullback at the 236, and this is where they are going to sell. Okay? Yeah, so this is just another way. Yeah, so this is just another way you can actually look at it. Like there are different ways of catching
fish.
of catching a fish, ama ya kufukuza panya kwa nyumba. So there are different ways. Yeah, because so if you do such a thing, because the only thing this is a very strong area of sellers. So sometimes the market can decide to push back to this area to sell back. But mara mingi, when the market wants to run, it will just run. Like you actually been seeing, I think this is gold that we are now doing. This is the current. So I don't know, can we find like 3 setups tuone kama tunaweza same? True? Mr. Rain, you're still here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So technically, this is how I trade these nini. And the other thing, so the merit about it, it's also what we talked about on the other patterns as well, is sometimes you might get a reversal when you're expecting the market to come to this area. Sometimes you might get a reversal when you see such areas. What is this area?
That's a demand zone.
This is a demand area. Okay. What is this?
Demand.
This is another demand area. So these are the zinaitwanga nini? The bumps.
Vizuizi.
Yeah, if you don't see the market coming with a big volume like what it was doing here, and you can actually see this demand area, they did what they were supposed to do. You can actually see the first one, market ilifika, ikaingia, ikakuja mpaka karibu kwa the last demand area na ikarudi juu mwecheche. So the next candle is what really decided to cover it. Yeah, you can actually see these areas hazikupitwa tu hivyo ati kierere hivyo, hapana. They were respected somehow. At some point the market respected. You can actually see this one it came just to the areas of the wicks na ikarudi juu tena kidogo and it continued to sell. So these are normally the areas to look at zenye market inaweza flip back. Okay? Normally hii trade, hizi setups zinakuwa mzuri wakati utapata tu all of these are just blue candles zenye zimekuwa zikikimbia juu. Normally market kama sasa unaona this area yenye ilikuwa tu blue hapa, market hainanga shida hapa, kimbianga tu, and that's why I've seen a lot of people, especially for us who we just trade this buy stop, sorry, this sell stop. We are not looking for 200 pips, we're just looking for 50 pips, 100 pips, like just this move from here to the first area you're out. If it wants to retest, I can decide to enter again. If it doesn't go, I've already put something in my pocket. Okay? Okay, so let's look for other setups. We're going to try and find other setups zenye this market imekuwa ikifanya. So what we'll do, ndio tusione mali hizi vitu ziko. Definitely we do something like this, then we select bar. Give me a date. You want us to back test? To see
20th April.
2018.
April 20th.
Oh, April 20th. Anasi ni hii ni jana tu. Oh, April. Tuko?
April, sahi tuko July.
Oh, okay. January, February, March, April. April ni mwezi wa 4. Okay.
Ni.
Sawa.
Maeni.
Rada yako mzee.
Is that your birthday? 20th?
Yep.
Okay. Now I know.
Now you
Okay.
know.
Now I know. Huwezi sema tu April 20th hivyo from nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So this doesn't look like a nice nini. So let's do something like this. I'm trying to fit. Normally when I'm actually drawing a trend line, I'll draw a trend line based on nikiona we have different what?
High, low.
We have like 3 highs that I'm able to nini. So right now, are you able to see any indication? Right now I can say no. So we'll just
No.
play this because we are looking for one pattern. Hey, mwecheche, hiyo ni nini inaendelea hapo?
Kuna kashimo.
Who knows this
Kashoulder
game?
kametokea tu.
Trying to see a way I can be able to draw a trend line. Right now, no indication of a good low. I'm going to just look for another one.
Consolidation.
Yeah, right now I'm only seeing consolidations after consolidations. Nothing pointing to me that so in the meantime, I can do something like this. I can now see I had a very nice what?
A trend,
Let me see if I'm able to draw that trend line. I don't like trend lines that I'm drawing only in 2 areas. They're never good for me.
What tool are you using to draw your trend line?
What tool am I using to draw my trend line?
Yes.
This line inaitwaje hii?
Line tool. Na mbona inakanika imebenda hapo katikati?
Pole, nimetumia a different tool. Okay.
Ndio nashangaa. Kwani hii ni gani?
Hiyo ni mkweche. Ametumia ile mkweche.
Hiyo jina umejulia wapi Mkweche? Hiyo tu ni millennial unajua Mkweche. Not so many people know that name.
My husband use it so much.
Oh, no. Hiyo ni ya millennial hiyo. Hiyo word nilisikia kitambo sana.
Gari
Eh,
Mkweche.
Hiyo gari Mkweche.
Yeah.
So right now, you can actually see what did we do here? Who wants to tell?
eh, kulikuwa na high, low, high, low, high.
So I can decide to consider this as 1 or this as 2. I'm just going to see if this one will play out. So this one is not a good one because it looks like it is what? Somebody tell me
Slanted.
that.
Like a
It,
W.
it is almost an equal high.
Yeah.
This range is not so much good, okay? Can
Yeah.
actually see here and here, the difference is too tiny, okay? Yeah, but we can still consider this as what? As a head. In the meantime, it is a head, true?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a matter of now, we have done what? We have broken. So the only thing now we are waiting for is
Retest.
for it to come. So if this was the nini, so will it come back here, or this would be now the area? You can actually see why I'm pointing this, because this is where we did draw our first trend. So this one, this is why I'm saying this is not a good looking like one. Okay.
Yep.
So let's see. Let's just see if I'm to do this. If I'm to do this, not that. Hey, to do this. So this is my neckline down here. Okay. My second, my last area of the box is normally my neckline. But now, remember what? If I'm going to do that, if this is going to be my neckline, this one, there's something that hasn't happened. And what is it?
Second shoulder. Retest.
Second shoulder. Retest. Thank you. We haven't gotten this shoulder. Okay. So this shoulder, I'm expecting either to come up to here or to come around these areas. Okay. This before I take this trade down, before I sell down, before I take this short. Okay. So right now I'm not taking any short until, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not taking any shorts until. So let's see what happened. We got a break, true?
Yeah.
But we haven't seen what?
I retest.
We haven't seen a shoulder yet. So you can actually see where the shoulder now came at. So you see, this is where the shoulder decided to point. But you see now, this is not what? This is not the pattern that we normally talk about. Now, this is the part that kinds of confuses a lot of individuals. I want you to remember the shoulder has how many parts?
3 and 4.
Normally, you've seen the shoulder iko na hii na hii. The upper and the lower part, okay? Normally, you see the shoulder iko na upper and the lower part. And what do you notice? What did we say these highs are like? These were
Equal height.
equal highs. So in this case, our shoulder was which one?
Hapa hakuna mabega. Huyu mtu ni kiwete. So,
Mr. Rain,
so
can you
our
see?
high, probably what we were considering as the head was, let me see. We were considering number 5.
We were considering number 5, but technically,
Yes.
remember I said these are what? We said these
They
were
were
like
almost equal
equal high.
highs.
So
Mm.
technically, if these were equal highs, then was our shoulder this one?
Oh yeah, you're right. So our shoulder was 1 and 6.
Our shoulder was 1 and 6. And this is something you can just see if you're going to look at either a little bit of another time frame. Now the 4 hour did not show, our 4 hour did not point us a very clear one.
It
Let's
did.
see. I can actually see like it did something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the time frame that really pointed to us, but it was not like a really good one.
Can you
This
go
was
to the 4 hour?
Yeah, so technically this was not a good one. For me, I can say this was just not a good one. Sometimes we try to force issues. Uh-huh. This is the 4 hour. You can actually see this just came as one candle, Nelson.
Yes, I think this one.
Yeah, so and here we never had a shoulder, so it just fell directly.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Yeah, so but this was previous. So we missed this because we were focusing on the 1 hour.
Yes.
Yeah, we were focusing on the 1 hour and we technically missed this. We technically missed this. Yep. And if you can see, we
Mm.
actually missed this. We missed this on the 4 hour.
Walking your
Absolutely
chart.
missed this. Walking your chart. The goodness of walking your chart. And this
Mm.
was competitive. This was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, sometimes they never. So let's just see. I think let's not force it. Let's go to a different time frame. Let's just continue with what we were doing. So we can technically say we missed this one on the 1 hour because we are looking at the 1 hour. So we missed this one because this was choppy sometimes. And so it's good that this one appeared. So this is what I didn't love about these strategies because of such. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, you might get a little bit of many other things before you get to see a clear head and shoulder. Normally, for you to get a clear head and shoulder, you'll find a very strong movement. Like you'll want to see this kind of a move. You'll want to see the market doing what? Doing such moves.
Highs, lows, highs, lows.
Highs, lows, highs, lows. Normally, it appears on a very strong trend. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, on a like, but if you're actually looking just at the market forming these smaller patterns here, normally you'll not see it clearly. So let's just continue. Then we see if we can be able to find a very nice trend. And normally head and shoulders are traded by people who are looking at mostly are traded by swing traders. Swing traders love head and shoulders because it points that the market was just going blah blah blah. So once we find a very nice trend, you guys are going to tell me
Mm-hmm.
a very good trade, a very nice big uptrend or downtrend. Once you start seeing it, muniambie.
You have it there. You have it. It already did break and retested. Let me draw it for you.
I see what you're saying.
So now I don't.
But I did not love it.
You not like the way the
Yeah,
trend
I do not
is.
love it because we are still under what? We are still under this.
Yes.
Yeah, so long as we are still under this area, I don't love such any Head and Shoulders.
It's
I
consolidating, right?
yeah. I can actually see. I think Mr. Rain, you are talking of this one. This
Yes, yes, yes.
this. So no, I don't consider this as a head because we had another high here. So I don't consider this. That's why I technically ignored it. And that's why I'm going to actually you're going to I realize this that you're going to see these most of the time kwa a strong trend kama hii. Naona hii, this one, a very strong trend. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you look carefully, this is what we can actually see the market was trending from here to here. So I want you to look at this. I just want to see now this one. It's so much big that kuiona sometimes inakuanga a little bit trickier. Okay,
Mm.
so let's find out what happened.
Okay.
Still, I cannot see a very good shoulder. Anybody seeing anything? A very good head?
Not yet.
Not yet. This is like what I realized about this strategy. You can wait and wait. Okay. I think we might be forming now something.
I saw my friend waiting for a trade for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then he gets stopped out for 2 minutes.
Oh no. I wanted to point out this one, but it's not a very good looking like one. Okay. Can actually see here we are forming. You can actually see whatever we've just been forming is W's and M's before we get to that head and shoulder. So right now we can assume that we have already an head. Can we? Can we call this an head? This one? I love this trend. I love this trend so far. We've had a couple of highs, higher highs. I love this trend so far. I'm not just able to pinpoint these key areas. Let's just see, or do we want to form something else? But anyway, let's just continue to see. It's never it until it is. Can actually see it was never it. You see?
Almost.
Now, do we have another trend? Hii tutamaliza kama tujapata pattern ya head and shoulder.
That's why that's why I decided to quit head and shoulders. This is the reason.
You can literally wait. And what I can tell you about head and shoulder, for me, niliona, the bigger time frame will show you. The bigger time frame that you can be able to identify them in the 4-hour and the daily most of the time. But you see now, patience. Like if you're trading, if you're 4-hour, if you're a guy who is trading for the 4-hour and the daily, it's going to take you a lot of patience.
Do you know what do I use them for? I use them for like a road sign. When I see it at resistance, I know I want to go down. When I see it at support,
yeah,
I know it's now going up. So I draw my box waiting for things to go up. But waiting for the whole pattern to do so, now it becomes a bit.
It's trickier. Most of the time I've seen it, it's trickier. But right now, trust me, if we go to the 4 hour, I'm sure tumepita kama 3.
Okay, let's use the 4 hour then.
Do we have a head now?
Yes.
We have a head.
Hiyo kichwa iko wapi?
Yes.
Hmm? So literally right now,
Mm.
we can definitely say like we had an head here,
Mhm.
and I'll actually highlight it so that we do it together. Tunaona, I love this tool.
Mhm. There, up, down,
So right now, this
waiting
is
for
our
the.
head. Okay?
Mhm.
I won't call this a shoulder yet. So we are waiting for the shoulder.
Yeah.
Anna,
Yeah.
you seen it?
Eh,
So our previous shoulder was this one. And let me do something with this my shoulder so that if you are confused, tufanye shoulder yetu ikae namna hii. Tutoe tulikuwa tunatoanga midline aje? Namna
Hapo.
hiyo. Border wacha tuweke black. Okay. Sawa sawa. So do we get a shoulder? Ama
let's see.
itaamua iende ikiendaga. Okay. We had a good shoulder right now. So this is the thing now with these shoulders, okay?
Mhm.
Most of the time, you'll wait for the shoulder iform kabisa, ikue like shoulder yake iform hapa kabisa, like ikuje huku ndani. But this is one thing I was actually noting. You're going to get shoulders sometimes that are looking like this. Where is my... Tulikuwa tunachorea wapi parallel line? Hey. Hapo. Iko wapi my dear?
Ndio hiyo.
Manu, unaiona kwa nini umechoka?
Wapi? Sijakula matunda.
Parallel line imesema iko wapi?
Hiyo.
Penye ulikuwa tu.
Hapo urudi penye ulikuwa alafu wache tukuone. Haya. Ndio
Hapo.
hiyo.
Parallel channel.
Oh, sorry. The parallel
Yeah.
channel. Have you guys seen something like that?
Hiyo inakuanga ya nini? Sijaitumia.
Okay, let's just see. Iki break below could be coming to form the inaweza kuja kwa nini yetu vizuri if it decided to break. So this changes everything. Where now is my neckline?
Hii nayo ni ngumu.
Your neckline is
Sawa basi, neckline ndio hii. Acha nikuchore. Ndio hii. Hapa.
Okay, hiyo ni neckline. Nelson, what do you think?
this second shoulder is like the one giving me goosebumps. So if the other shoulder was here, so it means that this neckline is here.
Yep. So this could be then our neckline, our next area that we're expecting. If price breaks here, Then you see now this changes everything.
Oh, kichwa imeangalia huku chini sasa.
In the inverse, the reverse of the one tumekuwa tukiangalia.
Okay.
Hiyo
Yeah,
sasa iko wapi?
kichwa sasa ni namba 3. Kichwa ndio hii.
Kumbe basi nilipoint makalio nikifikiria hiyo ndio neckline.
So let's just see what happened. So technically we're expecting longs from the break upper. Where do we place our stop loss?
Below.
Where do we place our stop loss?
Below that shoulder.
Which shoulder? Hii ama hii ingine? That's where the trickiest thing wanga inakuja tena. Below this one. Now, do we wait for break and retest or do we just take it? So let's measure. Let's just first measure from our thing to the thing, and then kwa nini nikitaka kubeba hii kitu inakataanga every time?
Imani.
Sina imani. Eh,
Sasa hujaanzia hiyo kitu, hujapima from the head to the neck.
kwani nimepima kutoka wapi mpaka wapi, my dear?
Nimeshangaa tu.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Okay, sawa. Sorry. Thank you for, that's the goodness of doing this thing with a lot of people.
Acha pesa.
Now, do we get there really? After all this,
Yes.
let's see.
Tunaweza juu ya hii hapa kuna sweep somewhere. Maybe.
Okay, let's see.
But kuna supply zone pia.
Kwa wale wa break and retest, so it looks like it wants to come chini ya nini yetu vizuri. It confirmed to us our neck areas. You can see that.
Siamini sana. Siamini sana.
See, you see that?
Yes.
This look like no trade. What happened there?
The thing went down.
The thing went straight down. So one merit about it is when you see this neckline is closer to the head, mara mingi these trades they normally zinakataanga. So you see now for this one, if you could have used our neckline yenye sisi tulikuwa tunataka kutumia, it was a good entry. Okay?
Yes.
Tungetumia this as a neck, then it would have been a disaster.
Yeah. So
you see that?
Okay.
Because this one now showed us that our neck moved up a little bit and we never got it. Yeah, and we got a very nice M pattern.
So I was asking.
Yep.
Where did that pattern form exactly?
Which pattern?
This one.
What do you mean where? Time frame or what?
At what areas?
I still missed your question.
Yeah, is it how did it react to form that part? Did it react on a demand zone or what did it react? No.
Oh yeah, you mean this
when
one?
When you look left, yes. When you look left, yes.
Okay, let's look at it. Can see? Very strong.
So we had a lot of liquidity below. That is why.
Yeah. So this was a very strong demand area. And actually price came to this liquidity area that you're talking about. This is where price came. I love drawing such a thing so that 22 nayo mpaka hapa. Can actually see to such a thing. So these are the kind of things that boom, 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 zinanikatazanga. So I've done these patterns so many times and I realize, actually the trend line normally saves me a lot. If I draw this trend line and it doesn't come back good to it, for it to go break the trend, then inaniambianga, the possibility of that trade is tricky. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless you see a very clean setup. A very clean setup. So you can see, and you can actually imagine we are now in what time frame?
4.
So is when this baby now is deciding to do what?
We go to our TP areas.
Now, do we have a head and shoulder pattern? Yes. Was it good? No. Because you now realize if this was the head and these were the shoulder, it never came. This shoulder formed up here. So these are the things I noticed about it, and I said,
Unaweza kuwest, eh?
Yeah, the thing with it, you can wait.
There
and,
you have one.
And when it appears, you either miss it, ama kwa different time frame, it's forming something different. So I don't just trade this pattern solo, I trade this pattern with a different thing. That is something I noticed about it. I just don't trade it alone.
They are very stubborn pairs to find.
Yeah. And actually, this pattern you are there. Actually, I was now in my back testing. I noticed because gold is very choppy, trading this pattern, because it's a little bit trickier, because this one loves the pairs that normally just moves. You are going to find good trades on this pattern on NAS and GBP, JPY. This one, actually, you're going to see a lot of this pattern, because when those are the kind of pairs that just move. Sio kama gold will give you 3 shoulders, 2 heads. Gold will give you 3 shoulders, 2 heads, so you don't know which one is which. You can actually see. Able to see what gold is doing to us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it fakes you. So look at this. What was this?
Head.
A head. So do you call this a shoulder, or this was also another equal head?
Equal head.
And this was the shoulder. You see that?
Mm.
So these are the kind of things I notice about it, because sometimes you find it is not like the way you umeisoma kwa textbook, inakuletea vitu vingine tu zenye zinakaa little bit tricky. So if you draw something like this, umeona? So
Sema trading.
hii ndio sasa unafunzanga mwanafunzi, ukikuja kuingia naye anakuuliza hiyo head iko wapi na shoulder iko wapi, because kwa textbook na kwa reality there are 3 different things. Yeah. There are 3 different things. So and I think I'll leave this for here. So these are the things as much as we are learning about the head and shoulder, it's good you just know about such a pattern, such a nini. If you're going to find it good, because kuna mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa able to spot it most of the time.
Yeah.
Na kuna mtu kama mimi, like I can just be honest with you, I find it a little bit choppy to spot it. I spot it once in a while. in any pair, and that's why nilikuja na drawing that trend line so that I get a good confirmation na nini. Otherwise, if I don't see it doing that, I don't call it a head and shoulder. Some people just like they just use now. Some people can just use this was and at a cut of all these aseme, this is my head and this was my shoulder. Literally, if you look, you can say yes, true. But for this to form a head, where did it come back from? So you can't leave this alone. You can't say this was a shoulder. True. But kuna mtu atakuchorea kitu kama hii na aseme this was a head and this was a shoulder na aseme ilienda chini. But for me, no.
Okay.
For me, no, because it has to come from a trend. Those are the things that are the way I was learning about this. It has to come from a bigger push, then for it to form that shoulder, then to form blah, blah, blah. I'm not discouraging anybody with this strategy. The nicest pair to use to look at this nini, let's look at nilisema pair gani? JBP, GBP, JPY. Mbona nimeactivate this? You see why I love it in such a pair? What are you seeing? When this pair is consolidating, it is consolidating. When this pair, it is moving, it is moving. Are you able to see? Are you able to see those head and shoulders? Wachenye nafanya tu kidogo hizi. We can spot there was one here. True?
Yes.
Yep.
We can spot there's another one here. Hapa unazionanga tu mbio mbio sana. All highs mara mingi inakuanga ni hiyo. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Perfect one.
Sure.
Ukiangalia vizuri hapa ni kama tulikuwa na something like it. This just here. If you guys can see it. Just here.
Yes.
Just using this week. Can see. Aya. Where else? You guys point it to me. We have another one. Nice one hapa chini. This. Ama ni mimi naona peke yangu. Aha.
Tunaona.
Oh, nimetoa mtu hapo. Nimetoa mtu kwa kichele. So you can see normally this kind of strategies pair depends with what pair that you're trading and where you're able to see it most of the time. If you're able to spot a good pair that you're able to see it, well and good. That's why we just teach it overall, because maybe in the near future you'll decide to be doing a different pair and you want to see such and such, and you're going to see such patterns happening. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, bado kwani hii imeenda kwa retest. Let's see, wacha tuone kama tunaweza ona any tukiwa wote. Juu tuko kwa retest mode bado. Mniambie mkianza kuiona. Tuone kama mnaweza spot any that came after this so that we don't cheat. Okay.
Yeah, kunayo huyu. Kwa hivyo tuone kama ni huyu.
Uh-huh. Oh, no.
That's a good one.
Somebody has spotted a banger. I was not seeing that. Hmm?
That
Hey.
one is a good one.
Wow.
Mm.
That was a good one. That was a super one. Why iko nini napita my other high? So this was not high yetu mzuri imekuwa gani? Imekuwa this one. So I'll do this. Trend line yangu sometimes inakuwaga vituko. Okay. Haya. So this was our head. So literally we are looking at something like this. First move. Nice retest. Nini inaendelea? Nelson, you remind me, I need to do this thing.
What?
Hii ya kunini. I need to work on my e-trade. Ni download hii nini nisisahau tena. This is nilifanya hivi for a very long time now. So, do we measure? Tuna measure wapi mpaka wapi?
3 to 4.
The person who spotted it?
3 to 4. Ama
3 to 4. So 4 becomes our neckline, yeah?
yeah.
So we're expecting this thing to go all the way up.
Yeah, so it already
Hebu
did.
niambie stop loss yetu tunaweka wapi?
Stop loss tunaweka hapo kwa around.
Good. So let's see. Do we go to our levels? Cha tuone kama hii ilituosha ama ilisema tawe.
That way.
So what do you notice first? Where did we get our first reversal?
Supply zone.
Here.
We have a supply zone here.
Yeah. So normally, and this is the part yenye bado I think hatujaguza ever since we started, it is this. I told you all these head and shoulder, they normally come from what? From a trend, okay?
Yeah.
From a trend. And where did this trend started from? Here. Okay?
Yeah.
So technically, if this shoulder, kama neck yako iko karibu na miguu, what makes this a dangerous area? Because head and shoulder, okay? Neckline ikiwa hapa, then this is your leg. Okay? This is your leg.
Yeah.
Unless the other leg it wants to be longer, ikuje mpaka huku. Then, so these are the trickiest, the tricky part about it. So, but definitely I think it might do it. So let's see. Let's just see what it definitely did. Oh, tumekwamia hapo. Ni kama tumefika. Tujakwama hapo. Kumbe bado inaendelea. I thought bado chat inaendelea. So we came back to re-entry. Ndio nakwambia this is for, I told you which kind of a trade is of a strategy is this for the swing traders,
Yeah, wale wa kungoja.
wale wa kungoja. I've seen people doing this strategy for almost, wanangoja trade for almost like 4 months.
So what's the benefit of waiting? Wanatengeneza pesa mingi ama?
If you have bigger account and you're trading long, it's okay. You get it.
Mm.
So you can see it goes back, comes, I think this went almost to TP, na ikarudi tena chini. This went almost to TP, ikarudi tena kuretest. So I believe this time this is going to get you out. So if you did not take your profit, this was a risk of 1:2.17. So kama wewe ulikuwa greedy enough, hii ungengoja sana. But anyway, you could have cash out some little profit from whatever it happened, because it never gave you all of it, but definitely ni kama bado itakupea tu. But hey, who ni nani ako na the balls to wait all this long? Not me.
Nelson.
Yeah, I do.
Tunakuja tu jioni ukiangalia penye imefika. Ukirudi ukilala usingizi ikushike. Mi haiwezi nishika. Mi nichukue tu pesa yangu nilale nayo.
Uh,
I normally wait. Waiting is
so
perfect.
finally from day what is when this thing is now giving you your trade. Bado hata inakataa.
Oh,
Na inaenda kwa stop loss.
yes.
Imefika stop loss.
Ikatutoa.
Imechukua hiyo do ulikuwa umeweka.
So yeah, but we went into deep profit there. So unless wewe ulikuwa tu enough greedy na ulikuwa na greedy yenye it makes sense, it had to do that to you.
Ilikuja hapo karibu mara 5 6. Ukitaka kutoa unatoa tu.
Yeah, this is so many times, like so many times. So many times. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but this is the pair that I did find that it plays out, this strategy plays out so well, and you can actually see tuko kwa 4 hours. So if we look, and kwa 4 hour tumeweza kuona like different trades haraka haraka sana. So what if you come to a very lower time frame? I think you're going to spot these trades so many times. So many times. If you come down to a lower time frame, how many trades do you see?
Mingi.
Mi naona Nelson ameziona kama 50 million.
Mingi sana.
Yeah, so GBP, JPY, this was like, I think wakati nilikuwa na backtest, this is the part yenye niliona Indio strategy, Indio yenye niliona like you could find more trades and it should give you like more setups most of the time. GBP, JPY.
This is my favorite pair.
Yeah.
So guys, I think nitawatoroka kidogo.
Unataka kututoroka? Ni saa ngapi? It's
Karibu
1.
sasa.
Okay. It's 1.
Okay.
Let me just do this. Anne, I wanted to share with you this. Acha nikutumie tu hapa kwa. Nikutumia hapa so that you can have this PDF right away.
You did not post it in the hub.
Oh no, the PDF?
Yeah.
Sina kwa, sijaipost kwa hub. Ndio nimeshinda nikisema nitaipost kwa hub since siku gani? Let me share with messages ziko hapa. File. And then once you open Telegram, alert me. Nikutumia ile recording uone.
Okay.
Nitakutumia hapa. Thank you so much for, was it Sunday or Monday? New trading, the disciplined trader.
So you
Candlestick.
guys, I think I will disappear.
Okay, just try.
Okay. You have a
Okay.
good
Thank you
night.
so much.
Okay,
Sawa
you're
sawa, Mr.
welcome.
Ring,
Okay.
we catch up tomorrow.
Okay, okay.
Kesho ni Friday. Ala, kesho ni tricky bro.
We kesho najua huwezi patikana. Saturday. Saturday.
Oh no, Mr. Rain, ngoja
Anaenda
kwanza.
Kadunda.
Mr. Rain, kuna kitu pia nilikuwa nataka nikutumia hapa. Dunda. Hmm? Wacha wewe pia chukua hii. Unakumbuka nikikwambia six figures from nini? Sijui kama ndio kutumia hiyo book.
Ujai nitumia uli ng'ang'ana huko.
Ndio nimeiona hapa saa hizi, wacha nikutumie, nitume hapa kwa chat, you guys have it. Nimekuwa na hiyo nini saa hizi, so usiniambie imeenda tena.
Sikuwa hivyo
Like,
man.
Hauna.
no, nimeshapata moja. Acha niwatumie hiyo kwanza. In the meantime, as I'm sending, kuna hiyo yenye niliipata, I was reading something, nikapatana nayo nikasema this was what I was supposed to send it to you guys, alafu
Mr. Rain on here.
Nimeiona, nimeituma kwa, bado haijafika, it's still loading.
Sijaona kitu.
It's loading. Nimeshaituma lakini it's loading, it's coming. Kuna mtu aliniambia this Zoom does not support I support chat. Can you guys see the chat? Can you able to write something on the chat?